What describes a legend most? In this case, she is 5'3" when stretching. Wisps of flaxen hair, ebony frames circling her eyes, the solid stance of a Nebraska cornhusker with shoulders that always set to support the weight of her chosen profession. Prose becomes poetry in her fashion critiques. Eye contact.
My name is Marylou Luther Imperato. I write under the name of Marylou Luther. I am a journalist, am a writer, and the creative director of the fashion group International.
Marylou Luther Imperato has traveled the world over to cover the fashion industry. Living in Chicago, Los Angeles, and now New York City, Marylou has never forgotten where she came from. For the past 87+ years of her life, Marylou has spent almost every summer back in her hometown of Cambridge, playing gin rummy with her best friend, Donna.
Okay, here we go again.
We've been playing gin together how many years, Marylou?
38.
Oh, she made that up, but I don't know. I don't remember.
Marylou will be the first to tell you that she has been fortunate to experience the best of life, but it wasn't always easy. As a teenager, Marylou grew up quickly due to the death of her father and an uncle in the same year, and then the death of one of her brothers in World War II.
When I went to college, I was 17, and I was reluctant to leave my mother, but she was the one who kept encouraging that I should go. Both my brothers graduated from the University of Nebraska, and she wanted me to as well. When I was a journalism major, you were taught that every story that you did should begin with who, what, why, when, and where, and sometimes how much or how many. We were trained to always present both sides of the story and let the reader decide what was right.
Graduating from UNL School of Journalism, Marylou started working, literally, the next day for the Lincoln Journal. Then, with a short stint at the Hastings Tribune, she moved to the Des Moines Register, which would change the course of Marylou's journalistic career and life.
The managing editor said, "You're going to be our new fashion editor." And I said, "Well, I can't. I don't know a thing about fashion." And he said, "You're going to learn."
Marylou learned all that she could about the business of fashion, and with her experience, moved on to become the fashion editor of the Chicago Tribune.
The Tribune would send me to Paris to cover the most major fashion event, probably of my lifetime, the Yves Saint Laurent show, his first for Christian Dior. He called his collection the Trapeze. The crowd waiting for him to appear on the balcony, to me, was proof positive of how important fashion was in Paris.
I think there is something very unique about her talent as a journalist, of course, and a writer. When you read her comments or you hear her speech, you completely get into a phase of a somewhat of beauty and culture, which is very rare today in our business.
As creative director of the fashion group International, Marylou writes and edits a trend report twice a year that gives a complete analysis of the world of fashion. Marylou has been honored with many prestigious awards, nationally and internationally, by the fashion industry. In 1991, she was recognized by the Council of Fashion Designers of America.
I now know what it feels like to be in fashion heaven.
And her most recent award, the fashion group International Night of Stars Fashion Legend.
This is a total surprise. In traveling for the newspapers, I've been to London, Paris, Hong Kong, Australia, Tokyo, Milan, and Rome. In the United States, I've been to every major city.
In the 1970s, while working as the fashion editor for the Los Angeles Times, Marylou began writing her award-winning advice column, Clotheslines. It appears weekly online and in newsprint across the U.S., reaching over 5 million readers. It doesn't matter if she's in New York City or Cambridge, Marylou never stops working.
I enjoy answering questions from readers because they make me then know what is really important. I get about 100 emails a day for my clotheslines. Dear Marylou, Karl Lagerfeld has been quoted as saying that the original Chanel jacket came from a luggage man in Salzburg, Austria. You have written that the jacket... Dear K.I., Salzburg is located on the northern edge of the Alps, therefore alpine. My source for the Chanel jacket's provenance is the late New York design great Jeffrey Bean, who told me...
She loves to come here every summer and see her friends and be part of the culture and just enjoy life.
I have to teach you how to back out of here. Because you don't back out right.
As Arthur would say, blow it out your marbles. I love being back in the home I grew up in and all the memories. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. And I love coming back to see Donna.
Back in New York City, Marylou attends the fall and spring fashion shows, just like she did when she began as a journalist, and she has no plans of stopping.
No, no way. No, she will never retire. Why should she?
When people ask me, will I ever retire? I always say no. I love to write, but also I know that if I stop doing everything, I'm done.